So today we will discuss formation of Cooper pairs and existence of an energy gap. So in the last lecture we have seen that how two electrons attract with each other through phonon field. That is how attractive interaction takes place between two electrons through phonon field. So two such electrons which interact attractively in phonon field form Cooper pairs, and they are also able to form bound state. So in the phonon field, electron attracts and make a weak bond, and both the electrons travel together. And these two electrons are known as Cooper pairs. There are a lot of such pairs in a superconductor, and these pairs overlap very strongly and form a highly collective condensate. In this condensed state, the breaking of one pair will change the energy of entire condensate. The electron stay paired together and resist all kicks, and electron flow as a whole will not experience resistance. Total spin of Cooper pairs is integer, so they are allowed to be in the same quantum state. The electron-electron interaction is strongest when two electrons have equal and opposite momenta and spin. So the Cooper pairs are considered as bosons, and they occupy the lowest available ground state in the superconducting state. Interaction between two electrons due to lattice deformation can also be understood with the help of this diagram. Here we see that a first electron collides with a phonon, that is, it is analogous that it interacts with lattice. This is the first electron. When it collides with phonon, it transforms some of its momentum to a phonon. That means it distorts the lattice and is scattered into new trajectory as K1 dash. Another electron, that is second electron, when it collides with the same phonon, that means it interacts with distorted part of the lattice. This electron picks up the momentum originally given by the first electron and is scattered into a new trajectory. That means K1 minus Q is equal to K1 dash, and K2 plus Q is equal to K2 dash. Therefore, K1 plus K2 is equal to K1 dash plus K2 dash. That means the net wave vector of the pair is conserved, and the process as a whole leaves the lattice invariant, and yet momentum is transformed between the electrons. The energy of the pairing electrons is quite weak, and it is of the order of 10 to the power minus 3 electron volt. Energy of the paired electron in bound state is less than the energy of the electron in free state, that is separated. And the difference of energy in separated and paired state is the binding energy of the Cooper pairs, or in other words we can say that it appears as the energy gap at Fermi surface. So the energy gap is the difference between the occupied bosonic ground state and the lowest available fermionic state, or in other words the energy gap is the energy required to break a Cooper pair and form normal electrons. So the energy gap separates the bosonic states and the fermionic states. So in order for the superconducting state to persist, the thermal energy must be less than the energy gap or binding energy of the Cooper pairs. If T is less than Tc, electron lattice electron interaction is stronger than electron Coulomb repulsion. At T is equal to 0 K, pairing is complete, so energy gap is maximum. At T is greater than Tc, pairing is broken, so energy gap is equal to 0. So we can consider Cooper pairs as two electrons having twice the mass and charge of an electron. So this energy gap prevents the kind of normal electron phonon scattering effects which leads to resistivity commonly observed in conductors or semiconductors. At such low superconducting temperatures, the thermal energy is generally less than the energy gap. Hence, Cooper pairs contribute for conductivity with zero resistivity. So, the tendency of all the Cooper pairs in a body to condense into the same ground quantum state is responsible for the peculiar properties of superconductivity. That is, at such low superconducting temperatures, the thermal energy is less than the energy gap, and therefore Cooper pairs or electron pairs contribute for conductivity with zero resistivity. Energy gap is a function of temperature, as we already know. At absolute zero, Eg is maximum since pairing is complete. At T is equal to Tc, Eg is equal to 0 since pairing is broken. So thus in the range of 0 to Tc, Cooper pairs are supposed to be in condensed state with definite phase coherence. And at T is equal to Tc, coherence disappears and pairs are broken, resulting in the transition of superconducting state to normal state. So, coherence length can also be defined as the maximum distance up to which the states of paired electrons are correlated to produce superconductivity. So, as long as temperature range is in between 0 to Tc, Cooper pairs will be in condensed state. As T is equal to Tc, this coherence will disappear and material will go into normal state.